While decisions about revitalizing downtown Salt Lake City still in the public comment period, many remain concerned about the future of Abravanel Hall.
Art specialist Carol Makita talked with Utah Symphony musicians and a member of the Planning Commission about the idea of renovation versus rebuild.
The Utah Symphony musicians are still worried about a possible demolition of their home, Abravanel Hall.
I mean, it's such a personal thing. It's like losing a great piece of art and throwing it in the trash, you know?
Since then, in public hearings and with a release of renovate or rebuild plans from Salt Lake County, Porter and colleague Becky Johnson are concerned about misconceptions about the costs for both.
A narrative that has taken hold that it is cheaper to rebuild than it is to renovate. And that is very disturbing.
The musicians agree with the county's master plan that a new sprinkler system, air conditioning, heating upgrade, and ADA compliance are must-dos. The rest, they say, is a wish list. Porter and Johnson say a Salt Lake County study done 7 years ago showed renovation costs totaled $40 million.
But between that 2016 study and proposal and the 2024 proposal, or 23, somehow the cost went up, $160 million.
So renovation numbers are now $200 million. Porter and Johnson believe to rebuild would cost much more than that. The musicians fear the plan is not to build a concert hall, but a multi-purpose theater.
That we're going to replace your grandfather's Rolex with your son's Apple Watch, You think it's got all these really cool features, but it's fundamentally not nearly as valuable.
It took 3 years to build Abravanel Hall. New plans would certainly displace the Symphony for a time.
That would affect our revenue, that would affect our jobs.
Bree Shear is a member of the Salt Lake City Planning Commission and an architect.
When you're in Abravanel Hall, you're having an experience. It's an aesthetic experience. It's a beautiful experience.
The reason, she says, is its acoustics. Real sound, no microphones.
Just like it's in your living room. It's remarkable. What it means is that the hall itself is kind of the most important instrument.
No multi-purpose performance hall can replace this, she says.
That's what makes it a monument. That's why monuments get preserved all over the world.
Not only does Abravanel Hall house the state's premier arts organization, but it stands in its own right as an architectural landmark, a gift from Salt Lake County taxpayers.
I firmly believe that we owe it to the people who created that hall to preserve it.
In my view, there's no amount of money that would make me want to tear down that hall.
Carol Makita, KSL 5 News, Salt Lake City.